Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Here on this channel, I share with you some coins that are part of my collection and tell you what to look for in your very own collection. All right, so this coin right here is the 1946 Jefferson Nickel. That's what the main focus of this video is going to be about. We're also going to talk about this coin right here on the left to give you a little bit of international flavor. So that is the 5 francs. And if you want to guess which one of these weighs more, that's why we have the scale out here. We'll get to that later. We're also going to look at a few other foreign coins. This one right here is from Italy. And then this one right here looks like a proof coin from Jamaica. All right, but let's get all those other ones out of the way for now and focus in on this one right here. So 1946 is an interesting date because it is the year after they stopped putting silver in the nickel. So before that, from 1942 to 1945, they were making what was known as the wartime nickels, which had some silver in them. And then in 1946, up until modern day, they switched back to the 75% copper, 25% nickel mix. So this particular series was made from 1946 until 2004. It had a very, very, very long run. And then in 2004, they switched, after 2004, in 2005, they switched to this cool design called the Westward Journey series. So you guys are probably familiar with that already if you've seen my videos. But that's just had a bunch of cool videos about commemorating the Lewis and Clark expedition. So they had some different reverses on that, and then they switched up the Obverse to have a different profile of Thomas Jefferson. The Obverse, when they switched it up, looks like that. That's what they call the Return to Monticello Obverse. This one right here, just the classic. All right, so what's the metal content of this worth? Well, it's not worth that much money. It's worth less than 5 cents. The melt value is worth 4.38 cents. So not worth melting down for its metal content. Also not worth melting down because that's illegal and wouldn't be worth it at all. So how many of these were produced in 1946? You might have one in front of you and you might be wondering if it's rare. Well, unfortunately for you guys, it is not rare based on the mintage of the coin. There were 161 million of these produced in 1946 at the Philadelphia Mint, so those ones won't have a mint mark on it. There was an additional 45 million produced at the Denver and 13 million produced at the San Francisco. So there were quite a lot of these produced. However, there are still a few options that could increase the value of the coin. One option is always error die errors and varieties. So you can, if you're looking into finding error coins, you can pick up the Cherry Picker's Guide that has a list of all the well-known error coins out there. So 1946, it's actually got 3 different items selected here on the 1946 nickel that they point out as different errors. So the most valuable one is the 1946D repunched mint mark. So a repunched mint mark is exactly kind of what it sounds. The mint mark gets punched twice. So for this particular one, it's on the Denver mint mark, and the description is as follows. The initial mint mark punch was inverted with the subsequent punch in the correct position. This is considered the second rarest of the original Jefferson top 10 in mint state, second only to the 1942 D over horizontal D. Wow, that sounds like a tough mint mark to find. Even in circulation grades, this is very difficult variety to find. So they have that graded at a mint state 65. It's worth $1,000. So that 1946 D repunched mint mark, one of the most valuable nickel era coins out there. Let me tell you about the other one. There's also the 1946 S, the double die Obverse. That one's still worth a lot of money too. That one's worth $950 at a mint state 65. And the description is there's doubling is evident on the clockwise spread, primarily on Liberty, the star, and the date. John Wexler was the first reported this in 1979. All right, and I'll skip the third and final 1946 variety coin because it's not too interesting in comparison to those two. All right, so we've gone over the mintage and the metal content, and now let's get to the trivial part of the show. What do you think this coin weighs? And does it weigh more than that 5 franc coin that I showed you? All right, so I've got my scale. It's at 0. Now, I haven't calibrated the scale, and sometimes the coin doesn't end up exactly in the center, so it can be a little bit off, but let's see what it weighs and compare that to what it says it weighs on old coinflation.com. So this should weigh 5 grams, and the truth is it weighs 4.80. So I guess that's probably pretty accurate. Might have worn down a little bit. My scale is probably off slightly, but at least I know it's probably not silver because it's close enough in weight. All right, so the 5 francs coin that I showed you, now I'm going to turn off the scale, put this coin on. I want you guys to kind of guess what this is made out of and what the weight of these two coins are going to be. Actually, just the weight of one coin, but they're both the same coin. All right, I'll give you a hint. This is aluminum, so it's a much lighter metal. I'll clear these off and then put them on the scale and see what we get. Does it weigh more? This coin, which has a much bigger diameter, does that weigh more than the 1946 nickel? Now let me get my scale to say all zeros. That'd be nice. All right, so let's throw on the 5 francs. And the 5 francs weighs a whopping 3.83. So it weighs 1 gram less than the nickel, which is crazy because just look how big that 5 francs is compared to the size of the nickel. Probably has almost double in diameter, but this is made out of aluminum. This is one of the lightest coins I've ever picked up for its size. It is a big coin, but it's made out of aluminum. You can see the aluminum hasn't really held up that particularly well. Definitely some fading, but an interesting coin. Interesting choice to make a coin out of aluminum. All right, a little bit more info on this coin I'm sure you'd like to hear. So I'll just run down the stats real quick, and then we'll get on to the other coins. This is a common coin, was made from 1945 until 1952. Its value is 5 francs, metal content aluminum. Weight, 3.5 grams, although, what did my scale say? 3.8? Close enough. Diameter of 31 millimeters, thickness 2.3 millimeters, and it has definitely a round shape. The obverse features La Charrette, head to the left. Boy, I'm not great at pronouncing French names. The reverse features the denomination above the date with a section of wreath. Now this one is dated 1949, so I'll give you the mintage in 1949. 203 million. So quite a lot of these were produced. All right, so now let's go on to this coin right here. Now I really like the design of this one. This one is just a great looking coin. It's got the bimetallic combo, as you can see. So it's got a aluminum bronze ring and a metallic copper nickel center. It's got a weight of 8.8 grams, a diameter of 27 millimeters, thickness to 2.1. This was made from 1997 until 2001. As you guys probably know, in 2002, that's when the euro cent coin took physical shape. It started in 1999 as a virtual currency. In 2002, it actually became a physical currency. So what you're looking at is the obverse, which is just a simple head within a circle. I'm sure that head is somewhat famous, and I didn't see the data on this. So this is the, as I said, 1,000 lire coin. Maybe you guys can help me with the date. Maybe I just missed it. I still don't see the date. Alright, so the date is hidden. If you guys see it, feel free to let me know. Alright, so we're going to move on. Don't know what the date is. My guess, though, 1998, because there were 180 million of those made in 1998. There are 80 million made in 1997. So it was 1998 or 1997, or this is a special proof coin, which I doubt it would be. All right, so the next coin, the final coin in this cool video, we have this coin right here, representing the country of Jamaica. Now, I actually think this is a proof coin. Any guys have guesses on what the weight is going to be? It has a copper nickel metal content. So let's throw it on and see what it weighs. I think it might be magnetic as well. It says 11.47 grams. So my website is saying it weighs 20 grams, but I think this might be a special proof coin or a metallic coin, which makes it weigh less possibly. I'm not sure, but let's get into the design. All right, the Obverse features FAO, which I'm not sure what that means. The Obverse features Jamaica. Out of many, one people is the saying at the bottom. So you've got a couple different people. Out of many, one people. So a lot of different people, I guess, form this country. The reverse is forestry in development. You gotta love some good forestry. So there's the reverse right there. I guess this coin was just made in 1976, which is not the coin that I'm looking at right here. So I must have a commemorative coin. All right, this video is starting to run a little long, so let's start to wrap it up. So we looked at this cool coin, this cool coin, this cool coin, and we started with this one right here. Started with the USA, then went on to France, and then went on to Italy, and then to Jamaica. All right, this is Big D Coins signing off. If you're still watching at this point, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Take care, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting. Enjoy.